Come on a journey with me, Bree Lawrenson, where we talk about the stories behind the scenes in the music industry. Grab a drink or four. This is your front row ticket in to the distillery. Over 100 transport trailer trucks with my face on them, all because one of my amazing Patreon members came up with a promotional idea and he wanted to help spread my music. Our community is that amazing. Join us now, join the party and the street team now. Bree Lawrenson on Patreon with me, Bree.
In the new studio today, it's pretty much all done. We haven't set up any type of video yet. We are going to be buying a camera.
Yeah.
Took me a little while to get that out.
Do the video.
Where I'm like sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
You know, hashtag, like drunk, So there was that scene in the video. So he cropped that picture out because I was a little heavier then. So I looked like, a blob,
You did it.
And he cropped that out, put that as a picture of like the group for my bachelor party. It's like, you jackass.
He's funny.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know where I was going with it, but I thought it was hilarious.
Some
little
cool
side
memories.
piece.
Yeah.
But this was So what I was getting at was this was right around the time we got married because that's when we did the bachelor party.
Yeah.
So it must have been just before we got married. Just around when we got this house then.
That's right.
Oh, because it was when we had the dining room table in the kitchen. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That one we found on the side of the road?
Yes. The one we found on the side of the road. And then we got rid of it. And you were in the one of the very first scenes, you were sitting at the table with a shot glass of whiskey. But we were actually going to do, what we do in videos if you have to, if you're shooting a part where you take a drink of something and you have to do it a lot, then we don't use whiskey every single time. We use
before lunch.
We used what was it? The green tea. We used green tea. And
Did we use green tea for here?
Yeah, for this video. That was the video for Cry. We used a lot of green tea that day because it's all, like a lot of my songs, it's all about alcohol.
But what did we use here? Because I remember, we started around 6 a.m. We started filming.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be a long day. And it was crazy. I remember thinking to shoot a 3-minute video, how long it takes to shoot to make that 3 minutes. It was nuts.
Yeah. But you have never acted before, so this kind of role in the video for you was like a new thing that you were nervous. So I was like, okay, take a real shot of whiskey.
I did at 6 a.m. I was like, I just woke up.
At 6 a.m.
I'm waiting on my Egg McMuffin.
And then because he was just like, I need to get my nerves under control, and I'm like, this is nothing, how about you just take a shot and then we'll go from there. And I think you did one or two.
I did one or two and then I was done after that. We had to switch, but we did that first scene a few times. We did it it's probably about 6 times I think we probably did it. So
I don't remember what we subbed for alcohol though for that one.
I don't remember.
Probably just water or something.
I don't think it was water. I think it might have been iced. Or no, I think it was Coke or something.
Yeah. It was Coke.
I think it was Coke or something. Not cocaine, just Diet Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a cool memory that I have.
Yeah, that was cool. We haven't talked about that in a long time. That's awesome.
I know. So make sure you check that out. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
And it's called Lynchburg. So there's I've got a lot of videos on YouTube that we've done over the years, but this is just one of them that, was such a fun thing to do.
So can you take us how, you wrote the song, kind of all that stuff, who you wrote it with and all that?
Lynchburg, so I do a lot of co-writing, and in my I've worked with many songwriters, and so Lynchburg was created, was written by me and 2 other writers. And what we did for this one was really cool because we didn't actually write the song in the same room.
Yeah.
We wrote it together, but then we were just sending the files back and forth.
which is amazing that because you can do that now. I mean, I remember when I first started writing songs, I had a tape recorder that I would press play. No, I would press record, and I would like just say my ideas or sing them or say the lyrics that was a part of the songwriting process for me when I started. But I was like 12, so I mean we had tape recorders back then.
You're dating yourself here, babe.
I know. Well, it's been a long journey, okay? And I've learned so much about writing, songwriting, and working with different people and working within their comfort zones and stuff. Because writing a song can be really tough when you are trying to be vulnerable. You're trying to be honest and transparent. You're trying to find the words to describe something that means something to you in a melody. So it's very like you have to sort of wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah.
And with this song, it was cool because we were sending files back and forth, and I was literally listening to them, to their ideas, while I was on the elliptical at the gym. So it gave us we didn't have the pressure of writing the song and finishing it in that one session. It was just like
you had all the time,
a transfer of ideas, and then there was no expectation for when it could be done. We just felt like what was right after the whole thing was written. And
sorry, keep going.
And then we put it all together into a song, and I love singing that song. I remember when we would perform it, it was like Lynchburg was like my like big Carrie Underwood song, kind of, because it was like it has like that higher chest voice note, the higher key in the big powerful chest voice. And
which version of Carrie
like I would say like Before He Cheats.
Yeah, I was thinking Before He Cheats.
Or Blown Away. That one's a good one.
Which one was Blown Away?
Shatter every window till it's all blown away. Every brick, every board, every slamming door blown. Like the lyrics in that song are so good. Yeah. I mean, there's so many.
Does she write her own songs?
Carrie Underwood, I think she is a part of the writing process. Okay. And she writes with like hit writers. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Before He Cheats. That's kind of your.
Yeah.
The Carrie.
Kind of like. Although this one is like Lynchburg is not as sassy as that. That's why I kind of thought of Blown Away. And this is funny because during the songwriting process, I always have like a reference song that like for the production of it, when it comes time to produce and arrange the instrumentation of the song, I always use a reference song to show the musicians how I'd like it to sound or what I want, like what kind of dynamics I need or what vibe I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was probably thinking about, big Carrie Underwood, like powerful, black Cadillac, like,
yeah.
That one was a really good one too. So anyways, Lynchburg is basically about a relationship between two people and the fact that there's also a third party, but the third party of the relationship is alcohol. And it's constantly affecting the relationship. So you're basically saying the alcohol, we took the idea of alcohol and we turned it into a woman. So you'll have to listen to the song. So
like song and watch the video. It's really cool.
Yeah. So the first line is I can smell her cheap perfume. So it's almost like you're describing the alcohol as like the adulteress that's like breaking up the relationship.
Yeah.
But you're turning it into a person.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
It's a cool concept. It's a really interesting concept.
And the first time I heard, the words, I was like, yeah, like the first few lines the other writers had sent me, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Let's do it. Because it's like, I can smell your cheap perfume. And I remember on the elliptical. I was like working out at the gym and I was listening to these words and I'm like, one thing for me, I always feel like the very first verse should be something that captures the people right away. So that's like why I wrote like the verse for Hell on High Heels, where the first verse is my ex-boyfriends say I'm crazy. That right away, you know, makes somebody want to turn it up.
Yeah. You're like, what?
Yeah. And that's what I was taught, actually. I did a few publishing workshops in Nashville before.
What do they call that? The hook? Is that the hook, or is the hook more the chorus?
The hook would be like the catchy part that like makes you sing it.
Of any part of song, of the song.
The hook,
okay.
Yeah. So like the hook of Lynchburg would be, if it ain't so damn far, bad get on it. I can't even remember the words.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
if it weren't so damn far, I'd get my card and drive in my car to Lynchburg. So it's like the chorus.
And drop you in your tracks.
And drop you in your tracks. Yeah. You got it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we listened to that song like 1,000,001 times that day.
Oh, I know. That's what it takes for a music video. And then we also had, that day we had my dad bring his truck.
Well, okay, so remember the truck. And I made a note of this earlier because I wanted to talk about it. So remember, it was, when did we do it? It was like, what, October? It was like
in the winter, but I remember it was snowing that day.
But it wasn't snowing in, like, we had this like massive snowstorm for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Remember? It was like a whiteout for 15 minutes and then it stopped again, and it was, then snow during the day. And then I remember in that 15 minutes your dad brought his truck and we drove over to the park right away. And we had to film it right away because you were in that fur coat that we got from Value Village.
Yeah, I call that my Adele coat. You know that in the movie, in the video for Hello, it's me, and she's got like the big coat on.
Yeah.
We use that. So,
but it was crazy.
Getting into the truck and getting out.
We caught it. Like, it was a cool scene because we caught it.
It was really cool because the nature of the environment made it really like with the snow and the wind and everything, it made it really just visual and like vibey. Like, you know exactly what you're looking at there. You're getting into something that's really kind of dark and twisted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's what, like, Brandon, the director, he just like went with it, and he is
he's a genius.
So great.
He was awesome. He was easy to work with too.
Working
he was
with
awesome.
what he has, with what he has, but also making it amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
And fun for everyone. He, you know, like, he never once said, that doesn't look flattering. He would just, like, you know, do his thing and like move certain things like clothing and certain things in the living room when he was. Now let's talk about that scene.
Which, the one where I hit you,
where you smacked me. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to touch on it too. I hit you the first time. I actually, but not hard, not like.
I was like, ow, that really hurt. And you felt so bad.
Well, I didn't want to hit you for real.
Well, obviously. And then I remember we had to do it a few times.
Yeah.
Because we did it a few times, and then I had to recreate like the makeup for the black eye. Like, I had to, you know, we didn't have a makeup artist there that day, so I was doing the makeup. And I think it was good. You could see it in the video.
It was good for
near the end, you know, where so the whole storyline is like, you were the abuser.
Yes.
And I was the woman with her young child. Which we also have a child in that video.
Before we have our child, though.
Yeah,
this was like a hired child.
Yeah, she's like she's so sweet.
She was the cutest little thing.
And she had
a blast too.
She did a great job. We went over to the park and we played, and I caught her when she came down the slide.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I remember that scene, and what Brandon did in the video is he made it look like it was a homemade video.
Yeah.
You know, like on VHS.
Like home, yeah.
And it was really, really, and I didn't know he was going to do that. I remember watching the video when he sent it to us, and I'm like, dude, that was awesome. Like,
yeah.
Because we're all having fun and playing around and jumping on the monkey bars and stuff. So it was a really, really cool scene how he did that.
He really, he really captured those candid moments and made it seem like it was real, real family moments. So, and then there's the end where, I'm packing up all our clothes in the suitcase and getting our little girl ready to leave. And then I have the suitcase and I slam the door and I'm gone.
You left me.
And then you're just, you read the note that I left in the sunroom on the table.
Let's talk about a scene where in the video you're writing that note. That was a really, really, you did very, very well in that scene. Like, it was a really, really cool scene. Yeah. Remember, you're in the sunroom.
Yeah, and Brandon was like, have you done any acting before? And I was like,
you crushed that part.
And he's like, wow, you're so good. You're acting like really well. But you know why? And it's because I was singing. I was singing the song.
You were singing the song. Like, you were actually singing. A lot of the time we were kind of just mouthing it. But this part, you were actually singing in the sunroom. Which really gave it the extra.
Letting my feelings out and just being totally transparent, performing the song. It's easy for me to perform a song because I've always performed songs.
Yeah.
I'm not an actress. I've never been in a show or a movie. But to perform a song and make it sound real, it is real to me.
It is, yeah.
So it's not... anything I write or sing has an element of honesty and truth, something that I've been through, So it was easy for me to just let the tears come down.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can't believe some actors can't cry on demand like that.
You just rolled with it. It was awesome. And your makeup was wrong. Like, it was great. It was great.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was really, really
wow.
cool.
We should do some more videos together, music videos.
Yeah.
Well, we have to plan the one for my new single with Flip Flops and White Claws.
Yeah.
We'll have to get that one done. I want to say hi to everyone that's on the live stream here on TikTok.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you guys. How's it going? I've got a subathon up here too, so thank you guys for the subs. Hi, Biddy.
So let's go back to this to that scene, and so that was towards the end, right? Then I kind of come in and I just read the note and
and then you just sit down on the couch like you're just demolished.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to the scene of me leaving, and then it's you.
Yeah, and then it's me. But in there too, we did one at a bar too. I think the Gastro Pub. Just down the street
that's right.
Here.
The Gastro Pub, the Waterfront Gastro Pub in Crown Place, which is an amazing restaurant, by the way.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right on the water, it's beautiful. We've used it in a few of the music videos, I think, that we've done.
You used that for Cry too, there, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and so we shot the kitchen scene, and then we shot the gastro scene, and you had the Gastro Pub scene, and then you had
the gastro scene.
That's a totally different visual right there. And then you had a beer. I think you had a beer, and you took a shot.
I did, and I had to take a shot there
again.
But the shot was water.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember. I thought that the wonderful bartender, she was in the video.
Yeah, she was awesome. Yeah. She was just like, no problem. She's like, you might have to start signing autographs after this. I don't know.
Yeah. What was the running joke after you did it?
Spielberg used to call me.
Spielberg was calling you all the time, looking for a star.
I turned him
he's
down.
like, nah, I'm just going to be like a video guy, like a Brie Larson star.
That's it.
With Brie Larson's music.
But it was really cool. I remember in that scene when Brandon, he told him, we're sitting down and we're kind of filming it, and he's just like, I remember him telling me, he's like, when you swallow, he's just like, I want the beer to represent pain and you swallowing when that pain. Yeah. And he's just like wince at for every drink, after he's wince a little bit, you're in pain.
Yeah,
it's pain going down. And I was just like, God damn, man. I was like, that's genius.
It's a great way
to
articulate what he wanted to get from you.
It was awesome. It was great communication.
That's what I mean with the whole, always just being so
spot on and knowing,
empowering the way he would say things to empower you to do what he wanted.
That was difficult to do. That was difficult to do. I don't, I've never
done it.
I've never done anything like that before, especially on demand, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So it was tough to do, but...
And now you're a professional, and Spielberg wants you.
Well,
so.
I'm a little busy these days with a podcast and everything.
Yeah, we got the podcast. We have too much going on.
Yeah.
And a little 2-year-old, like, that's just crazy, so.
Yeah. Well, we just went on vacation, too, so we just kind of coming back. So we went to Toronto for a few days. That's why everything's kind of late for recordings and releases these past few weeks. But
I think that's fine. It's summer holidays.
It is the summer holidays, yeah. A lot of people actually stop recording in the
during
summer.
The summer.
Like, just to
like that's it's the same with radio. Anytime we release a song like in the summer, it's hard to get for program directors to get back to because they're like all of them are going on vacation. Yeah. So it's almost.
But we came back from so we were planning to go to Toronto for 4 days.
Yeah.
But we came back a little early because our little guy wasn't feeling the greatest. He's got so many teeth coming in. I feel so bad for him.
I know, and they're all little pointy ones. Like
he's probably in so much pain.
Like a vampire.
But last night he slept amazing. Like
he did,
I think he really, really needed it. And we ended up coming home a day early.
Yeah.
Because, again, we just felt to be a little bit more comfortable at home. He wasn't really sleeping very well at the hotel. And
at this age, I just think that the more familiarity that they get and the routine is the better.
Yeah. You know, but he loved the zoo. He did love the zoo.
He was like, monkey.
Yeah. You remember he walked out doing the, like, itching himself like monkeys do. Crazy kid. But it was, it was a fun trip all in all. A little exhausting.
Yeah.
From the lack of sleep. But all in all, fun. All in all, fun.
Basically, he just sleeps better at home.
Yeah.
And so do mommy and daddy.
And his the what's it called that we brought with us, like the crib?
Oh, the pack and play.
The pack and play. Like I say, he's getting a bit
too big for it.
Yeah, he's getting too big for it. So
we can't really.
We have to see when you're going to transition him to a bed too. I don't know.
Yeah, all of this crazy stuff. If you guys have any, like advice or tips, just leave a comment.
Yeah, please.
Because we're first timers here.
That's right.
Anything helps.
Anything else you want to talk about Lynchburg?
No, just that it's still one of my favorite ones to perform, and
it is such a good song.
Yeah, it was really well written. And Guts and God, yes, and I co-wrote Guts and God as well. Yeah. Sometimes it's just, I write a lot of songs just on my own, and that's because I'm naturally a songwriter, and I use music to get through things. It's almost like therapy for me. Yeah. But then, I've been so conditioned to writing for radio and like learning about how to write colorful words, and because of the songwriting workshops I've been to in Nashville and what the publishers have to say when they listen to my songs. I think one of them said one of my songs sounded like a Taylor Swift song. And I was like...
That's not a bad thing, is it?
No, not at all. He said that because it was so hooky and catchy and earwormy, it was like a Taylor Swift song. I was like, well, thank you. Can you please give it to Taylor Swift?
I know. T-Swift, shout out to T-Swift.
But no, Taylor, I think she writes for all of her own stuff.
Yeah, she does. What was that thing she did with the like she sued... Or she didn't own the rights to her song or something?
Oh, I think one of her, it was either one of her agents or one of her producers took all of the owner rights of her recordings.
So how does that work? He signed off saying that he owns the song, not her?
Yeah. So, and whoever owns the recordings gets the royalties. So to get back at that, she re-recorded all those songs, and so that she owns that specific recording, and she re-released them. Yeah.
So basically, but some people can still play the other guy's version of it.
Oh yeah,
like her old version if they want to.
Yep, and they already have all kinds of spins and stuff on them. So like they're already been out there.
A ton of money off of it.
But she's Taylor Swift, so she owns the world.
Yeah, she probably told every record label, or not every record, every radio station, the whole entire world, play this new one.
Play the new version, yeah.
Love you, T Swift. That's crazy. Yeah. So he would have just signed off saying though that he owns it. Like that's so weird to me. Like did she?
Yeah.
I honestly,
think she fought
I know
for
nothing
it.
about this, so
I think she did fight for it. Well, the thing with the entertainment industry is that when an artist is working with a producer, you usually have like an agreement. The producer either, I guess, would own the songs, or they would take a certain percentage of every single. Yeah,
the producer. Okay.
Yep, the producer usually gets a certain percentage. So I don't know what her deal was with whoever.
Yeah, well, it must have a good deal for that guy.
But he won, and he got all that music, and
he's probably set for life.
Who else did that happen to? Goodness, I think it happens more often than you know, and that's why you have to be smart in the industry. You just never know who's a shark and who isn't. And the thing is, when something becomes really big and successful, people get greedy.
Yeah. And everyone's out to make more money, especially when you start seeing that dough come in. You just want more.
Exactly. You start getting all the haters.
So thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of The Distillery. Shout out to Tim, our producer, as always. And pretty soon you'll be able to see our pretty faces. So hopefully that'll be coming up on YouTube in the next couple of weeks. We definitely want to just waiting for our camera to come in so we can get it set up. So join us for our next episode. You know what we should talk about for the next episode?
What?
Oh, God, I just had it in my head. Damn it. There was something really cool I wanted to talk about.
Another video?
I think it was another video. Maybe the video for Cry or something.
Yeah.
Or no. What was the military song you did?
For If I'm Not Here Tomorrow.
If I'm Not Here Tomorrow. Shout out to the
literally
troops.
Literally the second music video I ever did.
It was awesome. And it's a wicked twist. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. Because we're going to go behind the scenes for the next episode on that. So thank you guys very much. And we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.